I, too, was sexually assaulted by Larry Nassar.
Without my knowledge or consent, I had engaged in my first sexual experience by kindergarten.
If the right thing was done then, 20 years ago, I should have never met this sad excuse for a man.
Spending 4 or 5 days listening to them is significantly minor, considering the hours of pleasure you had at their expense and ruining their lives.
I would have done the same exact thing with or without the cameras. I had no expectations for myself, only to give voice to the voiceless.
What makes you so passionate about giving them a voice?
I have children. When I die, I want to make sure that they're in a safer world. I also, when I was younger, didn't have a voice. I was always told America is the best place in the world. You can do anything in America, and yet I saw the differences in how my brothers were treated, in how men were treated. They were given the better toys, the smarter toys, taught about finances. I was given dolls. I didn't particularly like dolls. So I became a troublemaker and saying, hey, me too, I want this, I want that. And then I've had to beat my head against the wall to get the same voice, the same opportunities as men.
Sir, I'm giving you 175 years, which is 2,100 months.
The Larry Nassar case, obviously not the first time that you had to sit and listen to details about just terrible crimes. How do you keep that from just getting inside and eating you up?
Well, there's a couple things. First of all, if you went to the emergency room and your leg was almost amputated and your doctor cried, you would want a different doctor. So I hold it together for those victims who are in front of me. And I speak to the victims and let them know they've not only been heard, they've been believed, and that they matter. I just have to believe that I'm making a difference and changing the world one case at a time.
To all the survivors out there, don't let anyone rewrite your story. Your truth does matter, you matter, and you are not alone.
So Judge Aquilina actually took a lot of criticism during the Nassar trial and even before that because of her tough talk in the courtroom. Some say she's grandstanding for the media attention. She says those people don't know her at all.
Well, the cameras can go away. I didn't ask for them to be here. I'm still going to do the same thing. They can remove me from the bench. They can strip away my law license. They can do whatever they want. But in America, we have the freedom to speak. I will continue to speak out, be an advocate, and lobby if I need to.
Did you expect that you would be in this role?
Never could I have planned it. I never thought about it. I didn't expect to be in this role. But now that I have it, I feel like this was a gift, and I need to honor it by serving our community and the world who's watching, saying we all can do better.
But as I continued to talk with the judge, I realized there is much more to her than just the Larry Nassar case. She's also a mother, an author, a teacher, and a role model. A lot of women will hear you and know that most of us don't have the opportunity to affect change the way that you do. So what can the rest of us do to still, speak up and still affect change?
First of all, learn to use the proper language. When someone confides in you, don't ask, why were you there? Take the why out of our vocabulary. How can I help? What is it you'd like me to know?
What do you think people misunderstand about you?
I think they misunderstand that I care. I'm doing this for the right reasons. I'm not doing this for any benefit to me. I'm doing it because the cases in front of me, the community I serve, the world I live in, matters to me.
That's domestic violence.
So many women here and everywhere look up to you. Who do you look up to?
That's a really hard question because I look up to people that may seem odd. For example, Cher, Barbara Streisand. Those were the people that I was exposed to because I didn't know anything about assault, but I knew that they were change makers, that they said, I don't care about you, your comments or negativity. I'm gonna wear what I want, dance how I want, sing what I want. And for me, that wasn't about music. That was about living your truth, being who you want to be, need to be. And they helped me really shove my voice forward, saying, if they can do it, I can do it.
She was a fascinating interview. There was a lot more that we talked about. She also talked about how we need to add more safeguards, and not just talking about Olympic athletes like the USA gymnastics girls, but also for college and high school athletes and for students everywhere. So if you'd like to hear our entire interview, it is on creme.com right now, and I'm also going to post the link on my Twitter and Facebook pages.
One of her responses really kind of struck me when she was talking about how we need to respond better.
Yeah.
Don't ask why, but respond, how can I help you? Because I think that's really common when someone comes to you, you say, well, why'd you put yourself in that position?
Right.
When we shouldn't be saying that.
No, I know, and it's kind of changing your mindset, and you have to actively think about what does this person need, not just what questions do I have that need to be answered.
Well,
so
she's a compelling person.
she was great. It was very
Interesting
fun to
stuff.
talk to her.
Thank you, Whitney.